to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie, Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie, Jessica.
So today's video is a convincing my bestie to read video, and Mandy is going to be convincing me to read
Summer Vibes.
All right. So Mandy will have 6 recommendations of books for me to read, and I will choose one of them, and then we will come back with my review of that book. So what you got for me, Mandy? I'm ready to take notes. Oh, but before we get started, I always forget. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are still doing our Road to 1K giveaway, and we will be giving away something special, which we're still trying to figure out exactly what that is, when we hit 500 subscribers. So that should be our next level that we're going to be hitting. So hit subscribe, then go over to Instagram. It is linked below, and make sure you're following us on Instagram for an extra entry. And hopefully in the next few days, we'll be able to tell you guys what we're giving away next.
Okay, are you ready for some summer vibes?
I am.
Okay, these all just trying to have summer vibes theme to them. So my first summer vibe book for you, Jessica, is The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. So this is about Erica. She catches her husband with his male boss. So she's feeling all sorts of levels of betrayed and confused, hurt, all that sort of stuff. And we kind of fast forward a few months later, and she is being heavily encouraged by her neighbor and friend to start dating. And she's just like, oh, I just don't know if I want to get back out there. I'm older. Like, I'm just not so sure. And one day she is being a little risque, and she's out in her pool area, and the pool boy, catches her naked, and things kind of escalate from there. And her best friend is still encouraging her to get out there and start dating. But little does she know that the pool boy is her son, and she's encouraging Erica to date him, but she doesn't know that. So there's a little bit of like the pool boy's younger, obviously, but is also her friend's son.
Okay.
And he's the pool boy.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, my next book for you is called Hot Girl Summer, and this is by Daisy Jane. This is Jessie and Bethany, and they are step siblings. So this should be right up your alley with the taboo. But they have only met once about 8 years ago when their parents got married. And that might seem kind of weird because the family is pretty close, but it's all explained like why they have just kind of missed each other over the years. So they are at their parents' cabin, like out on the lake for the summer, or I think it's like 4 weeks or something. And it's just kind of like family bonding, and their parents are going to renew their vows. So while they're there, they start to kind of get to know each other. And Bethany's there to have a hot girl summer because she's just kind of been in a rut. So she's just going to have a hot girl summer. And things happen between her and Jessie. Okay.
Obviously.
It's very good. Okay. My next book for you is Hellbent by Karen Crompton. This is about Bo. He is a bad boy surfer, and like a bad boy all around. He's been to jail. He's been to court. He is into alcohol, sex, and surfing. And he is now court ordered to do community service at the pool where he meets Corey. And Corey is your good girl. And this is kind of almost a little insta-lovey where Bo is like, wow, Corey. But Bo is dealing with a lot. And so there's a reason why he behaves the way he does. So check triggers on this because it does deal with some pretty heavy topics in here. But it is so good. And I love how Bo loves Corey. Very good. And obviously, summer vibes with the surfing. They're in Australia. They spend a lot of time at the beach. It's great. Okay, my next book for you is Hula Girl by Laura Ward Casio. And this is about Ava. She's an attorney. And get this, Jessica, she is on a forced vacation in Maui. Like they actually forced her to take a vacation.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Apparently, she has a type A personality and she does not want to take a break. But they forced her to go on this vacation where she meets Ford. And Ford is like the complete opposite of her. He doesn't have a phone. He lives kind of in this shack and he spends his days surfing. And they end up hooking up while she's there because she's like, this is maybe exactly what I need, somebody who's the complete opposite of me. And so we fast forward. She is back home in LA, ready to go back to her attorney world. And she is at a function, and in walks Ford in a suit. And it turns out Ford is also a high power attorney who is on leave. And he has some things going on with his dad, and he introduces her as his fiance.
Okay.
My next book is The Summer Proposal by Vi Keeland. This is about Georgia and Max. And I read this one a while ago. It was like one of my first Vi Keeland reads. I've been trying to get you to read this, Jessica. It is so good. So Georgia is on a blind date, and this guy walks in, totally hot, sits down with her and starts talking. And then in walks her real blind date. So Max was not her blind date. He slips something into her pocket and walks off. And so the blind date she's supposed to be on, nothing compared to the blind date she was just on with Max. And so as she's leaving, she looks in her coat pocket and sees it's a ticket for the hockey game that evening. So she decides to go in the hopes that he's going to be sitting in the seat next to her. But he's not. And she's like, well, this is dumb. He's not going to show up. I might as well just leave. And just as she's getting ready to leave, lo and behold, she sees Max, her hockey player, out on her hockey player. Oh my gosh. She sees Max, her blind date, is the hockey player out on the ice. And so she sticks around, meets up with him. And they end up, he proposes a summer proposal. He is going to be signing with a new team. So he's leaving at the end of summer. And she is trying to get over a boyfriend who really just kind of did her wrong. And so they agree to the summer fling. But there's so much more to it. It was so good. Okay. Last book is another book I've been trying to get you to read. This is called Perfect Strangers by J.T. Geisinger. And this is Olivia, who's going to be spending the summer in Paris because she needs to get her writing mojo back. She's a writer and she just has writer block. She had tragedy in her life 2 years ago. We don't really know what that's about yet. And she goes hoping that this is going to be a time for her to heal and to get back into writing. While she's there, she meets James, and he is like wonderful. She's like instantly attracted to him. They decided to do a first names only summer fling. And you really need to go into this book blind. What I've given you is all you need to read this book. It's very good. It's very J.T. Geisinger. I really need someone to talk to me about this book. So if you could please pick it. Okay. So those are my 6 summer vibes books for you.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with the Vi Keeland book this time.
The Summer Proposal?
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, like hockey stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. We're going to try that one. We'll see.
Okay. What is it going to take to get you to read Perfect Strangers?
I have Perfect Strangers. I even have it downloaded. I started it and I just wasn't in the mood for it. And so I was like, nope, I'm going to wait because I don't want to start it if I'm not in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm the one that told you to read Perfect Strangers before I did. Remember that?
You told me to read it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I just found it on my own after reading Pen Pal.
No, I sent it to you after reading Pen Pal. And I was like, we've got to read this. This sounds so good. And then you started reading it and I never did.
Well, shame on you.
I know. Bad friend.
Okay. All of these summer vibe books, though, are really good. So you can't go wrong picking any of them. So, Jessica, you're going to pick The Summer Proposal.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll be back here shortly to see how we liked it, how I liked it.
Yes. Okay. But everybody should read all 6 of these summer books. They're very good. All right.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute.
All right, Jessica. So what did you think about The Summer Proposal by Vi Keeland?
I really liked it.
Yay!
I did. And I think I called you and told you we were talking about it. And I was like, yeah, I got to finish it. I listened to the audio. It was great audio. I can't remember who did it, but it was one of the guys that I like. And I was like, well, it's Vi Keeland. So we know that she follows what do they call it?
A pattern.
A pattern, thank
you.
A
Formula.
There we go. And I was fully expecting that. And yes, it happens in this book, but it's not as blatantly obvious as it is in some of our other ones. I enjoyed it a lot. I love their relationship. And I think because we know that they're going into it for the summer, because that's right there, right? It's the summer proposal. When they separate at one point, you're expecting it. You know what I mean? Like, but not really, but you are. Yeah. Yeah. And at one point with the ex, I was like, oh, why are we being a doormat? But then I was like, that's how I would be. I'd be hanging out there waiting for him to come back too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not really ex. They just kind of have an opener relationship, more open now. So anyhow, but I did. I loved it. I loved his relationship with his family. It was a very good book. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it.
I did. So, and it gave me all the summer vibes because I was listening to it when it was hot here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely go check out these summer vibe books for the summer. I think they're all great. I love the summer proposal though. It made me teary-eyed though. I'm sure you didn't shed a tear or have emotion at all, but I did tear up a little bit while I was reading it.
I think there was a part that I could definitely relate to, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But no, I didn't get teary-eyed. It's romance.
I know.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
And tell us in the comments, what is a summer vibe book you are hoping to read? It doesn't have to be one of these. Just tell us a summer book you're hoping to read. Let us know in the comments, and make sure to check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us.
And we'll see you guys next time when it's my turn to convince Mandy to read something.